Hey, what's up? EZOVERDOSE here. This is a solo guide for Glory of the Cataclysm Raider. Gonna start in Throne of the Four Winds. It's an Oldham in the bottom left corner floating in the sky. When you zone in, you want to take a right and start on that platform. His name is Rohash. And just kill this dude and jump to the next platform. Now you're gonna wait on this platform until your debuff that looks like Frost Shock refreshes, and as soon as you get what's going to be a second stack of that debuff, jump to the third platform, kill this guy, and then jump back over. And make sure you actually kill him, unlike I did here. But if you don't, it's still doable, as you'll see. Just note that if you don't accidentally kill him, to wait for your debuff to refresh before jumping over again. So then head back to the middle platform, and you're just going to wait. And note that you should be doing all these on normal 10-man, just to make things as simple as possible, and then you'll go back through a week later and clear everything on heroic. So you're waiting for this debuff to get to 7. When it gets to 7, you kill the boss. Now click the little wind tunnel in the middle of the platform. Pretty sure it's on all the platforms. And it'll shoot you to the middle to the big boss, Alakir. For this achievement, get the guy down to 80%. And then just wait for an ad to spawn. It's called a Stormling or something. And when you kill the Stormling, it's going to debuff the boss. And you want to kill the boss while it has this debuff, and that's like a 30-second window, so it shouldn't be too hard. Now we're going to go to Blackwing Descent. This is in Burning Steps on top of Blackrock Mountain. It's kind of on the right side. When you zone in here, take a left. We're going to do Magmaw first. You'll probably get this achievement just by running in and killing them if your DPS isn't super low. But if for some reason it is, what you want to do is avoid, there's a ability called Pillar of Flame. If you have DBM, you'll see it ticking down, and just move whenever that is ticking down, because he's going to shoot some kind of like fire thing on you that appears on your feet, and very quickly afterwards there's going to be a bunch of ads that spawn out of the ground. Now if any of these ads touch you, they'll like latch onto you, they're like parasites or something, and that makes you fail the achievement, so just kill them fast or dodge those. And you go across the hall to the Omnitron defense system, and on this one what you want to do is just basically just kill the guy quick. But if the first mob is Arcanatron, you should turn around and run out the instance and reset the fight so it's a different first mob. So go down the elevator and then take a right, and the first doorway is going to be Maloriak. And I don't know any other way to do this besides being a hunter. So I have my pet on passive, and then I move to, so the pet's like moves to the back of the room, and I just keep him there and like keep misdirecting to him. And you want to get the boss down to like 25%, and when he does that, he's going to spawn all of the aberrations, and there's going to be like an equal amount from either side. So I turn and multi-shot one side, turn multi-shot the other side, and then barrage to finish him off. And I was survival, because survival puts the dot on him and it ticks. So like you can't be BM because that's Beast Cleave, your pet's on the other side of the room. Marksman, AoE just does not anywhere near what survival is, so if you're not a survival hunter for that, this might be one you need your friend for. And note that when I did this, you can see I got the achievement as I killed him, but I helped a friend get it, and we were thinking the achievement was bugged, but it turns out he didn't get it until after we killed the boss. So this was sometime after, so I don't know if they changed something. They do little hot fixes and stuff like that, breaks all the time, so just a word of warning there. The next boss is Atramedes, and when you run back and click this bell, you can actually DPS this dude while he's up in the air flying, and probably kill him before he lands. But what you want to do is just basically avoid the mechanics in the fight to not get your sound level up, and you can do this by standing next to these gongs that are around the room, and when you hit one, it makes your sound go to 0, and it makes him get stunned and take extra damage. So basically just spam click those things and zero them. Now for Chimeron, You can potentially do this without arming the bot, but you should go to the back of the room and you talk to an NPC, and it's going to arm the bot, and that's going to make sure that your health doesn't reduce below 1 if you have at least 10,000 health. And you just kill the boss, basically. So if you're in there solo and you kill the boss, you get the achievement. Now for Nefarium, this one gave me the absolute most problems, and not even trying to solo it, trying to get it in groups and stuff just over like a period of a year on and off. This one gave me the absolute most trouble, and I think it's just a little bit buggy, and or the achievement description isn't accurate. So what you want to do is get Nefarian below 50% health before he lands from the air phase. So what that means is, like, you start the fight and you don't kill Onyxia. You basically just wait until Nefarian lands, and then you DPS Nefarian down to below 50% and then kill Onyxia, and that's going to push him into the air phase. And then you should be by one of these pillars when that happens, because you need to swim up through the lava and jump onto the pillar. Now what I did just to like guarantee I get the achievement is I got Nefarian to basically like 51% before I pushed him into the phase, and then got him below, he was like going below 50% as he was flying up into the phase. But the criteria for that's like really picky. Like, it, even though technically he's not out of like the phase until he fully lands, I don't think the internal coding looks at it like that. So you can either kill these ads on these platforms to push the phase, or you can just wait to push the phase, but you can't get him below 1 health whenever he's floating in the air. Now we're going to go to Bastion of Twilight. This is in Twilight Highlands in the bottom left corner of the map, and it's way up in the air. The first boss, what you want to do is basically pull the boss and then stand by these dragons as you pull the boss, and you can click, like there's going to be like a different cursor, it's like a lock icon, and you want to open up as many of these things as you can. You're probably going to be able to open up 3 of them, but you only need to open up 2 of them, and you need to kill both of those dragons within it's like 10 seconds of each other, I think. So you just kill them both quickly, evenly. So the next boss is Valiona and Thoralion. This boss, you basically just wait around. You're just going to wait around, maybe dodge that fire breath, and she does do like some kind of thing, I think it's called blackout, and it hits you pretty hard. So like, you know, you definitely want to have like a self-heal class for this, and you're just waiting and waiting and waiting until she goes into the next phase. And when she goes into the next phase, there's going to be like these swirls on the ground, like a big purple swirl. You stand in it, and that's going to push you into like the outer realm or something, like you're in the Twilight phase or something. And inside of here there's going to be little ads running around periodically. They're not all there immediately, so you have to just wait an extremely long time for all of them to spawn one at a time. And you need to kill 6 of these ads. After you kill 6 of the ads, you can go ahead and kill the bosses. And the bosses, or I should say boss, because they share a health pool. The next boss is like a, I forget the name of it, it's council fight, and you basically just kind of want to get these guys, like DPS them down kind of evenly, because they have they're gonna like form into a big boss based on how much health all of them have. And whenever the big boss spawns, just don't move him, just kill him where he spawns, and you'll get the achievement. Last boss, Cho'Gall, basically just Zerg this guy and you're gonna get the achievement. He does a couple things that will make you not get the achievement, and one is the ad's gonna spawn and cast something, and you need to either interrupt it or kill the ad quickly. There's gonna be like fire on the ground, there's gonna be like maybe a shadow crash on the ground, random stuff on the ground. Dodge all of that to keep your corruption low, and you'll get this achievement. And that's it, so thanks for watching. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe.
Destiny has come. My strength. Too proud. He speaks in blood. Listen. My